baby.
How's it going?
Hi. Hi, kids. Hi, buddy. Hope you find your dad. So, hi, everybody. Welcome to the Big Family Homestead Live Extreme-orama.
Right. Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy VD. Happy VD to you all. That's right. So, welcome. Yeah. That's how it's going to be, isn't it? That's just how it's going to be.
Yeah.
Happy VD, people. Valentine's Day. So does anybody know, actually, why we celebrate Valentine's Day? Is this just another Hallmark holiday?
Yes. Yes.
But what's the scoop? I mean, is it just they made it up like, is there really a Saint Valentine?
Yes, there is.
What did he do?
I don't know. I know there is. I can look it up.
Very memorable.
Yeah.
That's Saint Valentinio. I think we're going to have to get to the bottom of this because, hi guys, hi Pumpkin. So first question of the evening, does anybody know what Saint Valentine did supposedly? Anybody? Because, you know, everybody loves, you know, VD Day, so Valentine's Day. So welcome, happy Valentine's Day to you all.
Hi, Janice.
Hi guys.
Hi, Tina.
You hate Valentine's Day.
Yeah,
She's offensive to chocolate. She's a chocophobe. Could be a chocolate. She's got some liquid chocolate right there.
This is my third cup of
Hi.
hot chocolate today.
Hi guys. Hi Nifty. Happy.
Hi Asher Anna from
Deep
Florida.
South, Pumpkin. Asher Anna.
It's snowing. We're expecting what, 3 or 4 inches?
Well, we're supposed to get 3 inches in the next 3 hours.
Yeah.
So it's chilly out.
Yeah. It's chilly.
Yep. Oh, he gave away all his wealth to help the poor, Reverend says. Well, why is that equivalent to, you know, fake plastic I love you and chocolates?
And flowers.
And balloons. Why? So, he healed the sick, okay? Celebrate Valentine's Day. Temple priest, and he helped Christians get married. Okay. All right. Hi, guys. Wayne.
We know a priest that healed a sick girl. Remember?
I do, actually. We do know. We actually have met a guy who was part of a verifiable miracle, a real live miracle that the Vatican will probably one day canonize as the real deal, and he might even become a saint. It's kind of crazy.
He baptized our daughter.
His name's Father G.
Yep.
And he is a rock star.
Yes, he is.
Totally good guy.
Wayne's in the house.
What's up, Wayne?
Gang
sign. Gang sign from Wayne.
There we go.
What's up, Mike? Mike's gang sign is like this, though. Mike.
Right.
So you got to do both. Mike and Wayne. What's up? And then you just look like you got really bad arthritis. What's up? I do have arthritis.
Yes, you do. You might want to stop doing that.
So we got a lot of stuff to talk about tonight, guys. You guys have been sending in some questions. We've got all kinds of stuff. We've got games.
Oh.
I have games.
Oh my.
Right here, games. We've got, oh man, we're going to play some Homesteader feud. Yes. Like Family Feud. Yeah, we're going to do some Homesteader feud.
This is the first I've heard of these. So.
I don't include her in all the stuff that goes
really
on
doesn't.
in my head. I mean, that's a scary place to be in my head.
Yeah.
So we're going to do a little movie trivia. We got some stuff. I guess let's start right out by basically, as you guys, some of you have noticed, we've been doing a new show on Friday nights, and we wanted to go ahead and give a re-shout out to some of the shows we've done. We're calling it Homestead Friends.
Yeah.
And what we do is we try to go around and find different channels that we personally think are really cool, really interesting, or have something that is of value to the whole community. And so we've done 2 of them already. And well, the first one was Deep South Homestead, and I saw that you guys are on tonight. So what?
Oh, cool.
So Deep South Homestead, if you guys don't know that channel, you should go check them out. They're awesome.
Yep.
And this past Friday, we met Daniel and DJ from Arms Family Homestead, and they're really cool folks.
Oh, yeah.
He's actually a police officer as his day gig. Just a neat guy, and you know, if you have a chance to actually tease him about looking like Seth MacFarlane,
please do so.
You should. He would love that. He would love that. And actually, this week we're going to be interviewing Appalachian's Homestead.
Yep, sweet.
So that will come out on Friday. Patera.
Yeah.
Patera. So that's the way you got to do it in threes. Patera.
I'm sure she will not appreciate that.
What? It's like Hercules. Remember that movie?
Yes, I remember that movie.
Tara.
Wish we didn't.
So, Homestead Friends, that's what we're doing. talked with J0, and I think we're gonna have another interview with him coming up.
Yep,
And we haven't solidified anything with Buck Run 11 because he says that he doesn't do good under the high pressure tactics that I.
Oh yeah. We're so high pressure.
High pressure.
No, not even.
Come on, Buck Run. Come on, man. Come on. Be easy on you. He's got a lot to share. Yeah. So that's the first thing we wanted to go over. Next thing up is the seed swap. A lot of you guys are involved in the seed swap, and we wanted to give you a 411 where we're at, what's going on.
There's so many seeds.
Holy crap. Holy crap is all I got to say.
We are swimming in seeds. So forgive us if it takes us a little bit to get them done.
Yeah, the thing is, we've got a box that's like this big, and it is filled with seeds.
It's a diaper box.
It's the industrial size.
Yeah. It's full.
Yeah. So. And so we're going through those, and I had hoped to get it done this weekend, and it's not done. So but tomorrow's a snow day. Snow day.
Well, and it's President's Day.
Well, that's why I'm not going to work because of that snow. But so tomorrow I'm gonna hopefully get that done, and then we'll get them in the mail. And you guys there's some cool stuff in there. I got to tell you, dragon fruit seeds.
Oh, I didn't see those.
Dragon fruit seeds.
Oh man, there's so many herbs and
a lot of different flowers.
So many really cool things in there. We're so grateful that you guys wanted to participate in this.
And there is a question. Now, somebody had sent, and they didn't have a return address label or anything, so I don't know if they just intended to send it just because you're absolutely cool people. Yeah. But somebody sent one of those pre-packaged, it's like a survival seed thing.
The SOS.
SOS packages.
Yeah. We got 2 of those.
Well, somebody sent one that they had the return address, and we'll be able to track them down.
Yeah, that's true.
But there was a second one that came that we don't know if you guys just meant for us to share or if you're expecting something in return. Because if you're expecting something in return, we don't know what it is that we're supposed to send or
where to send it. You need to let us know who you are
and what you're wearing. That's really important. Oh yeah, seed swap, engage. Okay, so why don't you give the party peeps a update on Ruby?
Ruby is still pregnant.
You got to give them the whole thing, Mama. That doesn't work. You don't. It's radio.
I'm not good at radio. I don't know what the deal is with her. I'm hoping somebody who has had more experience with goats can let me know. But she seems to have her ligaments like kind of there, and then sometimes they're gone. But I've not seen visible labor. I've not seen mucus. Her udder's not completely bagged out. So.
But you thought it was.
Yeah. So, and I know it's not like a precocious pregnancy, like you have precocious udder, but where it just happens.
It flowers. It blossoms.
Because I feel movement in her belly. I feel babies moving. Stop.
I'm just trying to help.
Stop.
It's a visual aid. The hoofs. The hoofs are going.
You're so ridiculous.
The hoofs, baby.
Man, if I didn't love
because
you.
It's all about the hoofs. About the hoofs. Right? Right?
No. Come on.
Tell us all about the hoofs.
I'm going to let you do this
interview
on your own.
Tell them about Ruby, baby cakes. It's an alien goat, I agree. So you're not sure.
I don't know. She's pregnant. I know she is. But there's nothing. If I knew when she was bred, then I would be able to figure out an exact 150 days. It's not a false pregnancy. I feel babies moving. I felt it. It's right underneath the bottom, right? And it's not in the side. It's not,
You are welcome, Mossy Nut. It's all about the hoofs.
You're ridiculous. Well, and the hoofs come out first, just like that.
Just like that. That's awesome.
Oh my gosh. So no, it's not a false pregnancy. I feel babies moving. I know it. I'm not crazy. At least he thinks I'm crazy. But...
Hi, Linda. Glad you're back.
Yeah, let's change topics. Please.
Actually, and Linda's Pantry is one of the she's gonna be an interview too, and we were so excited.
Yeah.
We've been trying to work it out, but they were on a hunt and they got to see some family and stuff, and they're back now, which is awesome.
Yeah. Buried in grandkids. Oh man, that's not a bad thing.
Hope they're not teenagers. The smell must be god awful.
Because we live with teenagers.
Woo! We keep them over there.
Brad just got kicked off channel. I'm about ready to.
That happens. That happens. So basically, that's kind of what's going on with Ruby. The bottom line is, we were pretty sure that she was ready to go. Wait a minute, off grid. You switched spots. I can promise you, it's not a false pregnancy.
Yeah, you are a creepy dude. You really are.
He's a super freak.
Well, Buck Run's here. Okay,
what's up, Buck Run?
When are you gonna do the interview? Come on.
Yeah, no, 4 years, boy. Yeah, no kidding. So,
oh my gosh.
So that's the bottom line with Ruby. We thought she was ready to go, and to be honest, I'm kind of right at the edge of taking her to the vet.
Really?
And that's a hard.
That's a lot. That says a lot because it takes a lot of money to go to the vet.
Yeah, I mean it's what, $40 to have them do their whammy. They'll go in and snap.
Ruby does not have gas. She doesn't have bloat.
Oh my. Well, we give her Mucinex. That helps.
Well, okay. Now, Wanda and Danny said the babies will drop. Mama will be hollow in her back. I've seen that. So,
but then she's saying could be within 2 weeks. There's the key. Yep.
Killing me, Smalls.
And Chicka-Wolf Ranch, I bet they bred her just before you bought her. That's what we're thinking too. But these people were honest people. I don't think they were trying to fib to us. They thought that it happened a lot earlier.
Yeah.
And I think they just were wrong. I think that it is there's babies in there.
Yeah, there is. I mean, I can feel them.
Either that or else there's alien life in there for sure.
Oh, Lord.
And then it's all about the hoofs. All about the hoofs.
You're ridiculous.
So patience seems key. And you know what's funny too about this thing, because it's been really cold here. It's been down in the single digits.
Yeah.
And we've been keeping her in the garage in her mobile pen at night, just in case that she goes for it. And I know you guys, I've seen this a lot. A lot of people are saying the change of environment can have
her hold
out. No, I've seen that. There's been several other comments. The issue though is that we don't want her to have it in her thing out there, even though we've got a lot of hay and straw for them.
Yeah, but they'll still freeze.
We're just concerned it's a little too cold for babies.
And I don't want to keep her in the garage, for the next who knows month.
Yeah.
That's not fair to the animal.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Next thing on the agenda. We've got a tight schedule, people. Tight schedule. All right. Here's the thing. We're asking you guys, when you hear this question, you're going to go ahead and put your favorite up on the screen. You're going to type in your favorite, and that is this. What is the coolest channel that you've just found? Something new that you didn't know was out there, and shout out somebody's channel you like. Don't shout out ours.
No, not ours.
Not ours. But shout out somebody's channel that you like, so all of these other people watching, because there's 82 of you guys out there watching this interview right now, and you'll have a chance to go ahead and say, hey, I like this channel. I like this channel. And Off-Grid Nation, it is still snowing like crazy here. I don't know if it is by Wayne.
Well, yeah, he's got 6 inches already.
Yep, it's
cold.
cold.
It's still snowing.
So JS Farms, there we go. Heritage Homestead, not a farm girl. 50 ducks in the hot tub. 50 Ducks in the Hot Tub is on our schedule for interviews. So we've just been trying to work it out. He's a Canuck. Wrangler Star. Cody's a baller. Yep. JS Farm. That's the second JS Farm we've come out.
And I know JS Farms is watching.
Yeah. So there you go.
Hi.
Look at that. They're going quick. Bear Prepper, Canadian Prepper, Boss of the Swamp. Oh, yeah, Linda. Boss of the Swamp is a baller. Absolutely. Learn a lot from Boss of the Swamp. Deep South Homestead, Off-Grid Nation. There you go. So there you go. Cool. Shout them out.
Mr. Chickahide.
And if you like them, if you like them so much, type it again. So because they're going quick, maybe you won't be able to see it. So favorite ones. All right, Jano Zero. Yeah, and I guess it's probably common knowledge now. But I was the one who broke the information on Jano Zero that Hillary Clinton is, in fact, a fan of Jano Zero. And I have the photographic proof. I found it unbelievable at the beginning. She's like this all the time now. I mean, all the time. You look at all the pictures, she's like this. And Jano, he just is like, I told her not to.
Well, it's a new basketball move, too.
Told her not to. Told her not to. Yeah, okay, Deep South. A lot of Deep South, Dirt
Yep.
Patch Heaven, Becky's Homestead. You see, and that's one thing that's so cool, guys, about the YouTube community. I honestly equate it to a crowdsourcing of knowledge.
Oh, yeah.
It's basically you've got thousands and thousands of people out there. And so anything that you want to learn, somebody's made a video on it.
Yeah.
Somebody's made a video on it. So use this. It's a free tool.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's pretty awesome.
Yep. Half Acre Homestead. Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop.
What?
Can I get a what?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you got any questions for us, Mama?
I got some questions.
We printed out some questions that you guys had sent in from yesterday, and we're going to go over a few of those. And then I've got, we've got an agenda here, people. We've got an agenda. Yep.
Caver's wife, she's awesome.
Caver's wife.
Hey, we need to probably.
You want to talk about that?
Yeah, let's talk about that real quick. This past week we started. There's a few channels that have started a collaboration of videos about frugal family meals.
Ladies of the Homestead.
Yeah. Caver's wife is one of them. The Fundamental Home, Deep South Homestead,
Dirt Patch.
I'm sorry, ladies. Tangi.
But
she's the Caver's wife.
It's fluctuating.
And I'm really bad at remembering all the channels. But there's about 8 of us that have made videos, and they're coming out every day. Last Friday, Dirt Patch came out with hers, and then every day till this coming Friday will be a new video and a new meal, and I think ours
stuff that's cheap.
Stuff that's very inexpensive. Yes.
Well, and I think some of the other ladies are doing it differently, but our recipes that we will share are all going to be from scratch.
Yep.
No processed chemicals, nothing.
No box, anything.
And for our, add to this is that it has to be able to feed our brood, which is 9 people.
Yep.
And it's got to be, $6 or less.
Yeah.
So, and actually, I'll bet you Linda's Pantry's got loads and loads and loads of videos like that.
Yeah.
I mean, she's been doing this for years, guys. And if you need to know anything about cooking, there's the place to go.
Check her site.
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
So definitely frugal stuff. DIY World with Troy. Yes, DIY World is excellent.
Yep.
Don't know. Been watching his old videos. Great message.
Cool.
So, okay. BC Truck. Absolutely. BC Truck. So, other questions. What we got, Mama?
Well, let's move over to since we were talking about the seeds, we'll move into seed starting.
Seed starting. A lot of people have been asking, when do you get going?
Right.
How do you do it? Spring is on the way.
Right.
And believe it or not, it's upon you.
It is time to start seeding your pepper. Well, if you live in the Midwest, it's time to start seeding your peppers and tomatoes. We have found this fabulous tool. Okay, this is spring here. Well, I don't have it scaled right, but
it's the Clyde's Garden Planner.
Yes,
we've talked about it before, but it's a slide rule.
It's a slide rule. You set it for your frost date, and you can look that up online.
Yep.
And any gardening place will tell you when your last estimated frost date is for your area. You set it to that date, and then it tells you when you can seed your plants inside, or when your first planting outside is, and your last planting outside is, and when you can expect to harvest. So this is a fantastic tool. They also have it as an app. Love this.
Yep.
I think it was $2 or $3.
Well worth it.
Well worth it. So check it out, Clyde's.
But basically, when you need to seed inside, what we've been doing is we get one of those. I guess we've gotten the metal like restaurant rolling racks, like shelving units. And what we do is we actually hang some different colored LED bulbs because the different color temperatures are gonna help the plant. You don't want just one color temperature.
Right.
And then you go ahead, and we basically have been taking the free stuff, the newspaper.
Yeah, we make little newspaper boxes.
There's a video. We've got a video for it. But you basically just take that, and then you put your starter soil in there. You stick your seed in, water it down in a tray, and they come right up. And the other thing, though, that a lot of people don't do that I think you need to do, it helps harden the plants up, is have a little fan in there that oscillates.
Yep, just to simulate the wind.
Yep.
Yeah.
I thought Christa said prostate. Not frost date. Well, that's kind of different.
No.
Isn't that a Christmas carol, like angels prostrate fell or something? Oh,
okay, so
angels
Keith Hope was asking what you guys used on our seeds to help the health. Stop.
I was just saying hi.
I know. Hi, everybody. Oh my goodness. To make your healthy tomatoes grow large and healthy. Yeah. Well, we put in eggshells. Definitely when you're starting your seeds, get some ground up eggshells in there. They need that extra calcium so that there is no bloom rot on the end of your tomatoes, and you just have really, really healthy plants.
And the more powdered you can get those eggshells, the quicker it'll take up into the soil, because the plant can't take it up in pieces of eggshell. It's got to be broken down completely.
Right.
Another thing that we're always yelling and screaming that you need to get into is biochar.
Oh yeah, that is fantastic.
Now, the really stripped down version of this is scientists figured out that basically they couldn't understand how the Aztec culture and the Incan culture had such massive populations, because the soil down there was not good enough to actually sustain that many people that are eating and living and da-da-da-da.
Right.
Well, they figured out that they were making biochar, which is basically, it's called pyrolysis. It's making charcoal, but then they inoculate that charcoal with fertilizers, and it basically gets crunched up into little chunks, and then it makes your soil just come alive with all of these beneficial bacterial, all kinds of crazy awesome stuff. And we personally will make a worm tea, like a worm compost tea, and that's what we inoculate our biochar with. And we were getting tomato plants, guys, that were taller than us.
Yeah, and Brad's almost 6 foot tall, so
almost.
Yeah, almost. But yeah, they were taller than us. It was insane.
Yeah. So there's a lot you can do, but the reality is you need to start looking right now, because believe it or not, you should probably be starting to seed things inside real soon.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, if you're in the Midwest, definitely you need to start soon.
Hi, Lana.
So,
and here's the other thing too, guys. Don't get in the habit of just running to your local big box store and buying the plants for $3 or $4. That's insane.
Yeah.
A seed costs you practically nothing.
Right. I mean, you can find packages of seeds for at the dollar store. You can get some at the dollar store. You get a whole package of seeds, and that'll last you maybe 2 seasons before they start. Wanting to germinate,
not as much germination.
Right. But they'll still last you a while, and then you can save the seeds off those tomatoes. But try and find, heirloom seeds if you can.
Well, and another thing that's really important too, that is something you can do and should do right now, is literally take a piece of paper, go out and measure where you're going to want your garden, and draw it up. Make a scale mock-up of what it is that you're going to do. Look at the plants you want to plant. Look at the space you're going to need. All of that stuff is very, very important, and it'll help you succeed. And actually, something that we had, and this is a word of caution, because we were talking to Arms Family Homestead on Friday, and I was asking about hunting and different stuff like that. And his main point, which I thought was genius, he said, before you go and do any hunting, find somebody that has that meat, that deer meat or whatever it is that you're going to want to hunt, and cook a few meals with it to see if you're going to even like it.
Right.
And that, I think, is absolutely 100% applicable to your garden too.
Yeah, definitely.
Because the thing is this, we can grow squash that are as big as your arm and have 5,000 pounds of squash coming out of a very small area. But if you're not going to eat the squash, why grow the squash?
Right.
Unless you have a purpose.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you have pigs, or you can feed your chickens and your goats with that squash, but
absolutely
it's free.
Yeah, but basically grow what you're going to eat. If you don't eat asparagus, don't put an asparagus patch in, or give it to her because she likes it a lot.
I like asparagus.
Hi, plant a garden. So basically, that's just the advice. Get some recipes of the stuff that you're going to like. Like if you really, really like, spaghetti, tomato sauce, stuff like that, you're going to want to get some really nice Roma tomatoes. Or you might want to get some really, really, what's that kind that you like? The
Cherokee purples.
Cherokee purples.
Or, what's the other one called?
The Russians.
Yeah.
Purple
Russians. Those are my favorite ones. And then the little yellow pear tomatoes.
Those are nice.
Oh, man. We had tons of volunteers of those and the little yellow cherries. Man, oh man.
Yep.
We had tomatoes coming out of our ears literally last year.
Brussels sprouts, yay,
Loved
salsa.
them. We tried them one year, a couple years ago, and we had little bugs and worms all over them, so we had to give them to the pigs. It was really kind of depressing because I love Brussels sprouts.
They say they can be dormant for 50 years if frozen. Is that? Are you saying Brussels
seeds.
sprouts?
No, he's talking about seeds. Freeze the seeds. They last longer.
That's really cool. Wow.
That's really cool. I didn't know that.
All right, so now time for a moment of levity. Ready? One of our things tonight. Here's the deal, okay, guys. We got about 100 people on, so this could be fun. So here's the thing. I'm going to ask you a question, and it's a movie question. But the way you've got to do this is we got to guess, okay? And I'm going to ask you what your favorite kind of movie is, and then you're going to put down there a quote. So if you were like, if I said, you know, a sci-fi film and your favorite movie was Back to the Future, you might say something like, Doc, blah, 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 or whatever, right? So, but there it is. So I'm going to give you a genre of movie, and then we're going to have to guess at your favorite movie based on your quote. So it's got to be a good quote, all right?
Doc, we need more road.
We need more roads where we're going.
We don't need
roads, right? So first of these. Now we may bomb on this. This may not work, and if it does, it's a double your money guarantee. It will send you everything that you paid to watch this back twice. So here you go. You got to come up with the quote from the movie, and we'll guess at it. Yeah, gigawatts. Yes. All right. So best Western. So if you have a Western flick that you know, and you can quote something, I'll tell you.
Feel Monkey Punk.
That's not a Western.
Well, I don't know. I've never watched it.
It's a cop film, baby.
Oh, I don't know.
Dirty Harry.
I don't watch. We'll see. I don't know. I don't watch Westerns.
Let's play a game. That is that's not a Western, but that's oh shoot.
That's 2000.
No, it was Matthew Broderick. War Games.
Oh. Okay.
War Games, but that's not. It's not a Western. We got to say. Oops. That away with the oops.
I don't get that one. That ain't going hit ya. The hell.
Can't stand rude behavior. That's great.
My hypocrisy goes only so far.
Tombstone. Yeah, we got Tombstone.
I might want to kick a pig sometime.
And you know what? For the life of me, I cannot think of any quotes, and this is very unlike me, but I cannot think of any quotes from Blazing Saddles. So go with Blazing Saddles quotes.
Oh man, we haven't watched that movie in forever. There's a snake in my boot.
Wait,
that's
Toy
not
Story.
Western.
That counts. That totally counts.
How does it count?
Woody's Roundup. It's Woody's Roundup.
Jeez.
Hit enter before I heard Western. Sorry.
Funny.
So, but we got two other genres that will probably be easier than Westerns.
Yeah, no.
This was just kind of to warm you up. So there is a snake in my boot. All right.
Kids are funny.
All right. So next genre of movie. This should be a lot easier.
So.
Yes, the bean scene, the best.
I think we've all had enough beans.
That is awesome. That is awesome, my Lord. Doc, that chicken days wage for sleeping on the job. That is great.
I was trying to do Blazing Saddle quotes, but none are appropriate. That's right.
I knew you guys wouldn't let me down.
Oh my gosh. Don't nobody move.
Hello. No, Chicken Wolf. Hello. That is from City Slickers.
Mm-hmm.
City Slickers. Badgers. We don't need no stinking badgers.
Is it badgers or badgers?
No, we're quoting UHF.
Oh.
Badgers.
That's not a Western.
No, it's not, but that's Weird Al Yankovic.
Make my day. There we go.
All right, so next genre. This one should be a lot easier for you guys. We're skipping away from Westerns to sci-fi / space. So you've got to come up with the quote, and then we'll guess your, my share of this. So sci-fi space, and I will start with one that you guys will probably know right away. What are you doing, Dave? Do I need to repeat that? What are you doing, Dave? Anybody? Sci-fi space. I have one. Do you know what that is?
Well, yeah, but...
Well, wait. Well, it'll come
I know
up.
what it is.
What is it? 2001.
Oh, that's close enough.
Yeah.
I got they're all the right numbers, just wrong order.
There you go.
Nanu. Mork.
I don't know how to do it. 2001. They're right. First one was Mr. Trek Van Dam. Yes.
Three Amigos. Huh?
Amazing. Three Amigos. Great.
I like this ship. It's exciting.
That was a good quote. You gotta say it again.
I like this ship. It's exciting. I'm not very good at the accent.
There you go. Ripley. Aliens.
Do you want to play a game?
Oh yeah, there we go. That's War Games.
Yeah.
War Games.
This isn't Dodge City and you ain't Bill Hickok?
You ain't Bill Hickok. Yeah, heck yeah.
Roads, where we're going, we don't need any roads.
Cat Lover, we're doing movie quotes. Right now, there's people catching up, but we switched to space and sci-fi.
Quotes. Your favorite space/sci-fi quote.
If someone ever tries to kill you, you try to kill them right back.
Star Trek.
What is that from?
Right.
Yeah, Star Trek was right.
Boldly go.
Yes, Star Trek. And you know what? I got to say, this might be sacrilege to people that are... Yeah, Groot. My name is Groot. I love that movie. Our kids watch that all the time.
Our 4-year-old loves that movie.
Yeah. Houston, we have a problem. Excellent movie. Excellent movie. Yeah. Space, the final frontier. Punches a towel. Jim? Oh, well, any Star Trek. Bones. Yeah. I was elected not to watch my people suffer and die while you discuss this invasion in a committee. This is not a committee! Star Wars.
She's in her apron.
Hello, she's in her apron. Hi, guys.
That's not logical. You're right.
Oh, that was Firefly. I did think that was Firefly earlier. Okay, I'm not a doctor. Yeah.
Serenity was on TV the other day.
You know, that's funny. It's so stereotypical with Bones from Star Trek.
Yeah.
He always was like, I'm not a pool man. I'm not a this.
Right. Yeah, we know. You're a doctor. We get it.
Yeah. So, all right, we're going to move on to our last category, and I have a feeling that... Damn you all to hell. Or you damn dirty apes. Or how about this one? Oh, no, I better save that one for later. Okay. We're going to move on to, Soylent Green. Soylent Green. Okay, forget that. Punch. Welcome to Earth. Yes, exactly. All right. Last genre of movie quote. You got to come up with the quote and we'll guess.
It's got to be clean.
Well, ish. This is an adult show. So, comedies. Comedy. So, if you know a comedy, and that was Independence Day, that was really awesome. But, okay, comedy. I'm going to start out with, let's see. I don't know. Do you ever think... I'm trying to think of anything from Wayne's World and it's slipping my mind.
We quote it all the time.
Yeah.
And it has to be appropriate. Come on.
I'm giving her all she's got, Captain. Mike Miller. So, comedies. What do you got? Let's see what we got.
Food, it's people.
That's right. Wayne. I'll tell you probably the best quote from Wayne's World, but I can't repeat all of it. If Benjamin were an ice cream,
oh my gosh!
If Benjamin were an ice cream flavor, he'd be pralines and. That's awesome. Pack 'em, ship 'em. I'm a big fat zit. Oh, that's from I got it. That's from Animal House.
Dumb and Dumber. Oh, your hands are freezing.
Yeah, exactly.
Here, you want my extra gloves?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's funny.
Things you lick, things you don't lick. I don't know what that one is.
I don't want to know. Wow. That's funny. I'm a little nuts myself.
Nice.
Goodness gracious.
All right, moving on to more serious matters. We're going to play a little game I like to call Homesteader Feud. Just like the TV show, except I'm not black. And
okay, he's funny though.
Okay, I guess that was not even a subtle jab. That was just a real jab.
Mm-hmm. He's funny.
So I'm not. Life moves pretty fast. Oh, she's in her apron. That's a Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Awesome. Gotcha. The snozberries taste like snozberries. Oh gosh, we are the music makers and we are the dreamers of dreams. That is Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Mm-hmm. And Schwartz be with you.
Yes, Danny B. Spaceballs.
If peeing in your pants is
Cool.
cool, and I consider myself Miles
That is
Davis.
Adam Sandler in Adam Sandler in
Dang it.
he's the kid.
He has to go through
Billy
school.
Madison.
Yeah. He has to go through
Billy
school
Madison.
all over again.
Billy Madison.
Mrs. Doubtfire, Packham Shipple.
There you go.
Funny, that was a good movie.
Yeah. Hit him hard, Rob or Bob. I don't know that one.
I don't either.
I don't know that one. You're gonna have to help us out there, Pumpkin.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
All right, moving on. Bigger and better pastures. Okay, the way this game is going to work is it's Homesteader feud, and you guys got to chime in on what you think is either the right answer or the right thing to do in any given situation. Okay?
It's a Tommy Boy quote. Sorry.
Richard, do I have a mark on my face? Not so much here
or here. Just
right
here.
I knew it. Isn't he a big dumb animal?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, what about Bob? Great.
Yeah.
Super Troopers. Oh, yeah. That movie's awesome. You're wrong. Super Troopers. Okay, Homesteader feud. Now, here's the situation, guys. Okay, like the thing goes, and then it goes, top 5 things to do on a farm/homestead when you're snowed in. Let me repeat that. Keep it clean, people, party people. Top 5 things to do on a farm or homestead when you're snowed in. Go. This is going to be good.
Oh my gosh. That's really funny.
Top 5 things to do on a farm/homestead when you are snowed in. I'm going to have some apple juice and wait on this because this is going to be awesome. Copulate.
I said keep it clean,
So,
Janice.
game, sleep. What's Blake?
Bake. Not Blake.
Not Glitz. Cuddle with Mama. I like all of those things.
See, come on, Alberta.
Leatherwork.
Ridiculous.
Shovel.
Play poker.
She said play porker.
No,
She totally did.
I said ploker.
Oh my gosh. Bake, shovel. Wow.
Fire.
Fire. Yeah. TV for right. No. Okay. All right. Next question. Yeah, no kidding.
I said clean.
I know you guys are ridiculous. What is crotchet anyway?
Stop. It's crochet.
Oh, it's that French. The French. Yeah, it was French. Okay, next thing. Okay, you're at the local flea market, and a farmer gifts you 100 pounds of bananas. What do you do with them? Mr. Trek Van Dan has the best answer of the night.
Yes.
Watch Big Family Homestead. Bingo.
Mama Tina. Yeah, okay. Read that question.
Okay, next question. The local flea market farmer gifts you 100 pounds of bananas. What do you do with them?
Oh, I know.
Banana bread. That's a lot of banana bread, though. How much? I mean, that's 100 pounds.
I would dehydrate them.
Dehydrate is good?
Yeah, totally.
You know what? We've actually started doing that's really, really nice, too, is you can put a little lemon juice on them.
Freeze them.
And freeze them for fruit shakes.
Yeah.
And banana is really nice because it fills you up.
Mm-hmm.
Fills you up.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, I think with that many pounds, you're going to have to divide that out because you can't,
100
unless you
pounds
have,
of meters.
You know, a huge dehydrator, then...
Find a monkey. Got one right here.
Hey, you know, we do have 7 kids. They'll devour 100 bananas in no time flat.
Excellent point, Mike Miller. Local soup kitchen. They will take them. They will take them. Freeze for sure. Absolutely.
Freeze and dehydrate. Yep. Rabbits love them. Really?
Rabbits like bananas?
I did not know that.
Wayne's Homestead. Sell them and can the rest. Would you can a banana?
How do you can
banana? Canna? Can a banana? She used to be okay, but now she's gone crazy. What? Banana? Canna?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Canna?
Banana?
Canana?
Oh.
Pigs will totally eat them. Yeah, absolutely.
Goats, yeah, no, I know.
I would imagine that if you tried to,
monkey butter?
Chickens love them too, huh?
Well, yeah, I knew that.
But now here's the question: like, if you tried to can them, I mean, are you trying to like make something like apple butter, but like banana butter?
Okay, I need you guys to tell me what monkey butter is.
What is monkey butter?
I've never heard of it.
This white guy right here doesn't know monkey butter. I don't know monkey butter. So don't feed them to your dog unless you want to smell them again later. No. You know, this is, okay, short story, true story.
Baby food. Duh,
baby
that
food.
Makes sense.
Yes.
Jeez.
Short story. Guy in my band, he had kind of a problem with macroeconomics in college. And he actually got so stressed out to the point that he literally, well, he had nervous breakdown. And he said that he would get sick. He would get sick to the point of throwing up every time he started thinking about his macroeconomics class. And he said that it got so bad, in fact, that he started picking what he would eat for food based on what it was going to taste like later coming up.
Back up.
Yeah. And he said, surprisingly, bananas aren't so bad. The end.
Gross.
All right. Last question.
Great side note.
Actually, no, I got 2 questions. Okay. And this, I'm counting on she's in her apron and Linda's pantry if she's still around. You guys are going to get this.
She is.
Okay. So here are the ingredients. What would you make? This is the thing. I'm going to give you the list of ingredients. What would you make? You can add little extra stuff in, but these are your core ingredients. Here you go. You got flour, ground beef, eggs, potatoes, cheese, and milk.
Go.
Flour, ground beef, eggs, potatoes, cheese, and milk. What would you come up with? What would you divine out of your culinary genius? Flour, ground beef, eggs, potatoes, cheese, and milk. What would you do? You're stumped?
Yeah. Also, with the peels, Mark is saying compost the peels. You can also dehydrate the peels and grind them up and add them to your garden for potassium.
Shepherd's pie, pot pie, shepherd's pie. Ooh, pasties.
It's pasties.
A quiche. What's a quiche? That sounds like fun. What's a quiche?
Stop.
I thought I heard my sister do that once, but I don't want to talk about it.
Stop.
Hey, it's Valentine's Day. You will not strike me in violence.
Oh, that was not
Calzones.
violence.
Good call. A lot of you guys are going with meat pies, shepherd's pie. That's kind of cool.
Use the peels to polish your leather shoes. Really? Cool.
Yeah. Queech. Pierogies, yes.
Oh, I love those.
Yes, Brian. Brian wins the day with pierogies. All right, the last.
Ground beef gravy over mashed potatoes or potato pancakes.
Yes, Linda's pantry. You know, as a chubby guy, I got to say, I love me some ground beef gravy. I got to say it, baby. I could just have a moment. I could have a moment. I could. Whatever.
I don't know.
Biscuits and hamburger. Stuffed pizza. That's a good idea.
Oh, yeah, that is good.
Jamaican beef patties. Yeah, that's good. All right, last of our Homesteader feud nonsense here. And then we're going to do a couple questions. I got a song for you guys, and I hope you like it. My throat's a little trashed, but I'm going to sing anyway because doggone it. Dang. Last thing. Okay, this is Homesteader feud style, right, guys? And this, I believe that Wayne's Homestead, if you're still hanging out, you'll probably be quick draw on this one. So get ready to type like the wind, bullseye. Ooh, and that was a somewhat of a reference, but I changed it. I twisted it. Type like the winds.
You are twisted.
All right. Homesteader uses, guys. What is the most useful of these 3 items? You ready? A chainsaw, a wood splitter, or a .22 rifle? Go. Chainsaw, splitter, .22 rifle. You can only pick one. What's the most important?
I know what Buck Run will pick.
He'll pick a bow.
Oh, yeah, that's true. But that's not one of the options.
Like rat. Put an arrow through my heart.
Brad's story.
Brad's story. So let's see. Chainsaw, .22, rifle, chainsaw. Nobody's going for the splitter.
Wayne said chainsaw.
You know, and I'm torn between the chainsaw and the rifle, guys. I am. Because think of all of the work you can do with a chainsaw. But a rifle might save your life.
Yeah.
You know, that's a tough one there. And I meant it to be tough on purpose. So the moral of the story is get both.
Yeah, have both.
Get both.
Or all 3 would be bonus.
Yeah.
But nobody's saying splitter because if you have an axe, then, or if you have a chainsaw, you can still cut that wood.
And, you know, just get a nice maul, a splitting maul. And besides, that is considered exercise.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
All right. Last, we have another question.
Well, it's bread related. Oh, bunnies. We can talk about bunnies.
What's
Our
going on
baby
in the
bunnies are great. They are 2 weeks old, and I forgot to grab one. But
Go grab one. I'll chat.
All right, I'll go grab one.
She's leaving. She has no idea what I'm gonna.
You better behave.
Me?
Yes, you
Go.
better behave.
I won't tell them about all your weird habits.
You stop.
So here's what it is.
Stop.
I have an opportunity, guys. Now I've got you alone. Finally, I've got you alone. We can really talk. I can be honest with you. To be honest, I'm a prisoner here against my will. She keeps me locked up in the basement, and she's coming back quick. I'm gonna need. Please, somebody call 911. Honestly, none of that's true. None of that's true. I'm a very, very blessed and lucky man. She's gonna get a rabbit. So whatever. So anyway, sell the splitter and buy a chainsaw and a 22. Yes, I agree with you guys there. So, okay, Mama, hurry up. Christa. What's she doing? She went to go get a rabbit. It's literally in the next room. It's literally in the next room. Yeah, Mr. Trek fan, I know. You can't see the shackles. The shackles are right here.
I had to get the bunny. It was hard.
Okay, so you got a rabbit.
You got a rabbit.
Show them the rabbit.
I
Maybe
will.
it'll pee on
I
you
don't
like
want it
last
to pee
time.
on me. I had to get a there.
Oh! You literally threw the rabbit at the floor.
I threw the
Did you
rabbit.
see that?
She jumped.
Animal abuse. Somebody call PETA.
You're mean. All right.
Gotta get it higher up.
Here's the bunny. No,
Yep.
don't jump. Here, let's put the towel there, and I'll hold the bunny.
Move your
There
hand.
she
There
is.
you go. How old are these guys?
They are 2 weeks old yesterday, I think. No, I don't know. I think. Oh, see.
I did pee on her again. Why don't you take the rabbit, Mama? I'm gonna get the guitar ready.
Oh my gosh.
That is really funny.
It's okay. It peed on his desk.
Phew. It did pee. Well, at least it peed more on her. I gotta say, wow, that is really stinking funny. Because the last time she brought out the rabbits, it peed on her again. So, all right, kids. Coming to the end. I'm going to wait for Mama to get back here, but what are you doing? So, it is just sugar water. I know. It's a pea pot. Yeah, she does get weed on a lot. Okay, here's the scoop, guys. This song I'm going to do is she coming? I think she's changing her clothes or something. I don't know what the heck it is. It's just pee. Get over it. Come on. Come on. So, all right. Song for tonight is it's a song that was written by a guy named Charlie Peacock. And that is not a joke. His name is really Charlie Peacock. Yeah. And this song is called In the Light, and it was actually made popular by a band called DC Talk. And it talks about the struggle that we all have inside of ourselves that, you know, we want to do what's right. We want to do what's godly, and we want to do what's holy. But sometimes it's hard, and it pulls you away. Your flesh self will fight it out. And so this song is that longing, that desire to be with God. And I'll tell you what, guys, here's the thing. Let me just say something. You know, there's a lot of bull crap on TV about, you know, preachers and TV folk. And let me tell you what, if anybody ever tells you they got it all together, they're lying.
They're full of baloney. I
work at a church, and I've been in ministry for a long time. And I'll tell you what, you know who the probably the biggest broken man, you right here. It's right here, this guy. But I'll tell you what, God's not going to give up on you. He will never leave you, and he will never forsake you. It's just how it is. And if we can trust him, if we can actually say, you know what, I am yours, God, he will take your life and do amazing, amazing, astounding, miraculous things. So here's this song called In the Light. I hope you like it. If you don't, double your money back guarantee. I keep trying to find a life on my own, apart from you. I am the king of excuses. I've got one for every selfish thing I do. Tell me what's going on inside of me. I despise my own behavior. It only serves to confirm my suspicion that I'm still a man in need of a savior. I want to be in the light as you are in the light. I want to shine like the stars in the heavens. Oh Lord, be my light and be my salvation. 'Cause all I want is to be in the light. 'Cause all I want is to be in the light. This disease of self runs through my blood. It's a cancer fatal to my soul. And every attempt on my behalf has failed to bring the sickness under control. Tell me what's going on inside of me. I despise my own behavior. This only serves to confirm my suspicions that I'm still a man in need of a savior. 'Cause I want to be in the light as you are in the light. I want to shine like the stars in the heavens. Oh Lord, be my light and be my salvation. 'Cause all I want is to be in the light. I want to be in the light as you are in the light. I want to shine like stars in the heavens. Oh Lord, be my light and be my salvation. 'Cause all I want is to be in the light. 'Cause all I want is to be in the light. Tell you what, guys, the bottom line is this. I don't care where you've been, what you've done, what you think you've done, whatever it is that you think is keeping you from this God that loves you so much. Let me tell you what. This God hung the stars in the sky. He knows each and every one of them. He knows the grains of sand. He knows everything about us, and he loves us anyway. That is miraculous. That is miraculous. That is miraculous. He knows you specifically by name, and he's not going to let you go. So there's your encouragement for the evening. Let's go ahead and pray, and you guys understand God loves you. He'll meet you where you're at. Just say hi. I bet you'll be surprised what might happen next.
Yeah.
So let's pray, and then we're going to call it a night, guys. Father God, I just come before you, and I ask that you would pour out your blessings, and you pour out your Holy Spirit on this community, Lord, that they would know beyond a shadow of a doubt right now, tonight, that you love them. That you would strengthen this community, that would teach us more and more how to be self-reliant and how to do things and how to make things and how to cook things. And Lord, that we could be a blessing to those around us. We love you, Jesus. Amen.
Amen.
You guys have a great night. Thank you so much for hanging out. We really, really do appreciate it.
We love it. We have a great time.
See you guys. See you guys. This happens every time. Where's the button?